We on.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First thing and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham,
Double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel, brother, from the standard of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, where we may be. We're out here at GMS, Kansas City. Out here teaching the word once again, going into the prophecies, the end time, because there's a lot of prophecies taking place. Okay, with the utmost prophecy that's on the next of kin would be the MOTB infrastructure, and preceded by World War III, and preceded by slavery of you Edomites, man, which we want to speak on a little bit because we was basically picking in Jake's mind prior to us setting up the camp, and we asked him, is the white man the devil? And he said, well, no, I don't believe that. Well, not all white people, but that's the spirit, because you got to expect that from a Jake that don't really know. Because no matter how much atrocities, no matter how much hell we've been through as a people, Jake still seem to forget that these people are inherently evil. Okay? Just because the so-called white man gives you a job, he may give you a paycheck, doesn't mean that it's for your benefit or for your best interest. Because if you make money, he makes even more money off you. So he felt, well, okay, it makes sense that if we allow the Negroes into the labor force, because that way we can tax them to death and we can increase our revenue. But Jake seemed to think because they can get up and go to, what do you call this place, the Cheesecake Factory, they can go get a job in corporate America making 30, 40 bucks an hour. Jake seemed to think that, oh, well, this man is okay. But what does the Most High say about these people, okay?
It's Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob.
I love Jacob. The Most High said he loved Jacob. Jacob, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We're the Lord's chosen people. Not the so-called white man, not the Arabs, not the East Indians, not the Chinese, but the children of Israel, man. But you Israelites, you feel in your spirit that, hey, you have no dealings with that. Because you don't reap what they call immediate results, or you don't have instant gratification. So therefore, you don't put your faith in a power that you can't see, because you don't have that preeminence right now. Okay?
That's it.
That's the spirit that's supposed to be down with the signs not to fucking win.
Malachi 1 verse 2.
They're kind of sitting out the way, put them on. That way, people ain't. That way, it ain't people's way. Shalom, brother. Nah, you good, brother. You good. Nah, you good, man. Hey, bro. We doing better, man. You good, bro.
Yeah, this Malachi 1 verse 2 again. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Those don't do away. Those don't do away.
Hey, but that's what it say. It say he hated Esau, man. So when you hate something, you despise it with the utmost of your being and your soul, man. You see what I'm saying? So the way the Most High shows that he hated this man, he gave an evil, wicked, corrupt spirit, man.
Right.
It's so corrupted that it has to be eradicated off this earth.
Right. Because I got a precept real quick. This is the book of Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2, and I'm going to start at verses 4. Habakkuk 2 and verses 4, and it reads here, and it says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Who is that he is talking about? Esau, man. It said his spirit is not right in him, because who the hell creates a banking system that you really can't understand? Like, this whole banking system is so complicated. Like, to begin to understand money is beyond your... It's really no end into it. That's like trying to read an encyclopedia backwards, man. Right. There's so many holes and tricks in the money because it's all a scam.
Right.
Okay, like he got this whole thing now that basically if you lend your money or if you put your money in the banks, bank's basically saying this is an investment. So whatever happens, if that bank goes down, they can use your money to bail themselves out. That's stealing, man.
Right.
Only a devil would do something like that.
Yeah.
You put $250,000 in the bank, and I believe through the FDIC, they guaranteed to reimburse you up, I believe, to $250,000 or some degree. So if you put $1 million in there, they got to give you 250 bands back. But if you put $250,000 in there and that bank go under, they're gonna use that money and they're gonna bail themselves out.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically they just ripped you off, and they signed that in their laws and their laws and shit. And Jake don't even realize that, man.
Yeah.
Because that whole banking cartel is wicked as all hell. It's like a spider web, man.
Yeah.
You know? And that's how they've been duping the people, getting the people.
You found that out
like right now, right? You put your money, let's say if you put $10,000 in the bank. You come on, you good, man. You put $10,000 in the bank today, they gonna loan it out immediately. They ain't gonna have it. That's why when you try to withdraw cash, they gonna say, well, we don't have it on hand right now. Okay, right. X, Y, and Z. Because they loan the shit out to fund this damn war.
Right.
You know?
Ukraine, they only say you can get out $130
yeah.
if you got money in the bank. Yeah. So what that money going to is going to their offices.
Right. Prime example, right? Like if you look at your paycheck stub, they may say Medicare, X, Y, and Z. You ain't paying for Medicare. Like Esau don't give a fuck about the elderly. That money is going to fund the war, man, and that military equipment. Because remember, when Trump was in office, I believe he passed a $1.3 trillion deficit bill to fund the military. I think it was broken up into like $768 billion bills, broken up into increments, man.
Right.
And who's funding it? We are. That's the reason why you're paying high gas prices. Yeah. Because the Saudis and Russia, or Russia's oil has nothing to do with America, man. Because he put sanctions on them. What that got to do with us? Or them, or you people? Nothing.
Right.
You're just paying to finance the damn war. Yep, go ahead.
1 Timothy 6, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which some have coveted after. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
You got a lot of jet brothers that was in this truth, man. They fell out about money. Prime example, this guy by the name of Chase Blunt, Taziadia. Hey, he fell out because, hey, now, I don't know what he's doing now, but he was like a prominent producer. You know, he produced those hot Chicago artists, Lil Mouse, Dirk, all them wicked niggas. And all of a sudden, he's not around anymore, man. Okay? Because, hey, money was on his mind. You supposed to be a man of the Lord, but yeah, you at studio sessions every night with niggas in the world flaming up once, man. You vowed to get weak. You see? But regardless of that, money is the root of all evil because, hey, shit, they say money makes the world go around.
Right.
Okay? Like the so-called white man, they say, well, he's doing this all in the vote of money. Well, initially it was about wealth, but it's about substance, it's about resources. It's about putting people in captivity, man. It's about raw power. Yeah. Because when you have all the money in the world, only thing that's left to do is exercise raw power over people.
Right.
Okay? Because he don't need this man. He saw the banking cartels are not dealing with Federal Reserve notes. They don't care about greenbacks, paperbacks. They want resources, man. Okay? They want people. They want oil. They want gold. They want these things. Things that have lifelong shelf values to it. Money don't have a fucking shelf life to it, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Like if Esau, is he gonna ban plastics? That's poison for the earth? No, because he's making too much money. You know?
Plastic is found in everything. They came out, they said that millions of deaths are linked to people consuming and inhaling plastic through the fucking heavens, man, through the air, through the barium oxide, through the pollutants, man, through the carbon, all that stuff. People are inherently dying millions by the year because of the shit they put in the air.
Yeah, and he's known this for decades, his own people. But he's still doing it. Why? Because of that love of money.
Yeah.
He's reckless, man.
And even outside of money, the so-called white man just like to see people suffer, man.
Yeah.
That's just in his spirit. He's just a demon like that.
God, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
Apostle Harp, he brought out like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, man. They got more than enough money to fix every problem in the world right now. But have they done that? No.
Bro,
as I say, he just like to suffer.
The elites can write one check and write this
Everybody
society out of debt. And I mean, the elites got enough money in the world where everybody can live in many mansions, man.
Right.
And it wouldn't put a dent in their wealth.
Right. I mean, he could give every Jake land, really.
Yeah.
You drive any state to state, and you see how much just open land there is out here?
Yeah.
The land is the real wealth. He could just give Jake a few acres, and Jake could you'd be set with just with 4 or 5 acres, man.
Yeah.
You could do a lot with that. You could have cows, you could have goats, sheep.
But how is homeless people? If you drive through the Midwest from Iowa, fucking Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, man, to Ohio, 90% of it is land.
Yeah, unused land.
Unused land, man. I mean, fucking hundreds of thousands of acres. You know what you could do with 100 acres of land, man?
Man.
But even now, though, farming, that's not even at an all-time high. Like, if you a milk farmer, you ain't making no money, man. Because a lot of farmers, they profit margins are so small to the point that they got to produce extra more just to make just a little bit of money. But in that case, farmers like, you know what, it's better to just let the land rest, man. Because I'm not going to make any money off being a milk farmer because gas is going up.
Right.
Shit, you know what I'm saying? Fertilizer, you need oil, you need gas for that. You know? And the price of shit is going up. So it's no money in this shit no more, man. Esau was he's consolidating everything under to one particular rule, man. He wants control over everything.
That's when you were speaking on moving from Chicago. This is 1 Corinthians 10, chapter 20. It says, but ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the devil's table.
Right, so you can't be double-minded because the scriptures say, hey, you can't serve two masters because you love one and you despise the other. Okay, so which one you gonna choose? You may do the truth for a little bit, you may pretend like you like the truth, but overall, you're gonna hate it, man. Because you're gonna feel like this truth ain't bringing me instant gratification, it's not bringing me instant money. I'm not popular off this truth. Okay? I'm not making millions off teaching the word of the Most High. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going out every Saturday, wasting my life away while I can be in the studio, getting the bag, making beats, smoking weed.
Start holding the opinions of these people in the world to a high esteem, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you might meet at John's, he tell you tweaking out there, your family might tell you, hey man, we don't give a fuck, man. We know how we look.
Right.
But we know the importance of the work that we doing, man.
Right, because I remember it was a couple of years ago that they had their Passover and this guy Chase Bunts. He just popped up all of a sudden, man, and you could tell he had that guilty ass look on his face like he knew he shouldn't have been there. And the Most High got rid of their whole camp. And what bring me to remembrance of speaking on that is because I typed in their page yesterday, there was an old video that they bought out that they was trying to expose the elder brother Uriah out of GMS Chicago, and they was going in on the brother, talking shit, cursing him out. And I get it, y'all had y'all issues with Uriah. Uriah had his issues, we all get it. We understand that, but regardless of that, it's the fact that the brother was still out there doing the work. And the way that y'all went about doing it, that's why the Lord got y'all out of here, man. Okay, because even if he did go off and offend brothers in the council, or whether y'all lied and slandered him, regardless of that, the fact that y'all brothers, or y'all niggas, y'all went over and beyond to try to make that man look bad, man. And y'all didn't go about it the right way. Because it's one thing doing the exposed video and putting the matter out there, but the fact that y'all never let go of that leaven in y'all spirit, man, that hatred intensified, man, because your doctrine started changing after that. Y'all just would have left it at that and squashed the beef, and y'all would have made up. Y'all would have still been out there doing the work, man. Now look at you. You are in fucking oblivion right now. You don't believe in the New Testament no more. Okay? You don't believe in YAHAWASHI. And when you throw YAHAWASHI away, you out of here, man. Because without YAHAWASHI, there's no deliverance for Israel, man. Because the Most High is not dealing with our people as directly. He's dealing with us through his son, man.
That's right.
You can come through. Y'all good. Yeah, you come. Y'all good, yeah.
I have a precept to back it up.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
When he was going into, you know, how these Edomites, how greedy they are, and they don't stop. Look at Isaiah 56 and 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough.
Right, and they can't have enough, man. Okay, the so-called white man will never have enough. Hey, like the elder Yahshua would say, you think there would be an end to this man's madness. Okay, I got all the world's wealth. Okay, I got all the world's banks. I got the resources. I'm gonna just chill and let everybody know. No. That's not good enough for this man. This man wants to, and he wants to put juice in the animals, man.
We gotta go to Mars.
Yeah, we gotta go to Mars now. Now we gotta go conquer the whole planet. We gotta conquer the universe. And let's just say if you conquered the universe, then what's next for you?
Okay. It says, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter.
Right, now, think about this, right? When you go to work, it could be a policy that's working, right? Everything is good, but what does Esau come in? He comes in and he disrupts everything. It'll be a smooth process, and all of a sudden, Esau will come up with some bullshit ass clause he put in his paperwork, and all of a sudden, it upsets the whole business. Everybody's working harder, everybody's more stressed out, you're working longer hours. Instead of just letting the shit do what it do, you gotta come in and mess it up, man. Like, when I was working for the city and shit, it was gravy as hell. But we got this new superintendent in there, a nigga by the way, taking his business from the Edomites. He basically made everybody take on extra packets that didn't need to be touched until later. And half the shit we did was already done, but he wanted us to go back and redo it just so we could have more work. And we already were short on labor force, man. Just things like that. So it's never enough for this devil. It's never enough, man.
It's Obadiah 1 verse 5. It say, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they have not leaved some grapes?
Nah, nope, because that's the thing. Esau, he wants to clean you inside out. That's another way on how he's gonna get these people to bow down to this great reset. Because now they're talking about, and hey, Creepy Joe said it. He said, look, he went over there to where did he go, to Poland or some shit? Where did he go a couple of days ago? Biden, he took a trip. He took a trip overseas. And then in that speech, he said that it's gonna be food shortages. He said that globally. So they're gonna use those food shortages to pretty much get the people to bow down to this new system they're trying to bring in, man. That's the whole thing about hoarding the food. When the whole global supply chains were pretty much off limits, when those ships wasn't docking into the ports to unload the trailers, they was using it as a target over the people, man. Because, like I said, the American people, they're driven by their appetite for bread and circus and food, man. That's all these people do. 90% of the revenue is gonna come from shopping and dining out to eat. Right. 90%.
Right. And it just goes to show how wicked this man is, because his level of greed causes things to get as bad as it is. Because if he would have did righteously with the scriptures and how to order the people, such a thing as honoring something simple as the land Sabbath, you wouldn't have no food shortages. But really, there technically isn't no food shortage. Like the brother's saying, they're doing this shit controlled. They're controlling this shit. Right. There's plenty to go around. But if their laws were in place and the people keep the commandments, honoring the land Sabbath, you wouldn't have the earth all fucking polluted, all out of whack. Everybody would have their own piece of land to stay and live off on, because the place is big enough for everybody.
Well, that's the thing, though. When you take natural resources and then you try to modify them with GMOs, right? Like, how the hell do you force people to use Ready Roundup or a GMO seed? Yeah. Here, I'm planting a particular crop. Okay, that's why I went into the whole thing about dairy farming. If you're a dairy farmer, you might as well hang it up. You ain't making no money in that shit. It costs too much to run a farm and you're not making anything back. Dairy is not at an all-time high right now. Okay, the global markets are holding. But my thing is, if you put a particular beet in the ground and it yields what it needs to yield, why the hell do I need to come and use your fucking Ready Roundup? Why do I need to do that when it's killing people, man? Right. Because he's profiting off people's misery, man.
That's right. That's right. The scriptures say, the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and destroy. Yeah. Because this guy is so obsessed with blood, he has to create shit like GMO food because he knows it causes cancer. Right. So he said, let me create this so I can profit off of treating cancer. Right. You know, let me create this instead of just getting rid of the insects naturally with natural creating things the Lord gave. Let's spray this shit with some chemicals. Because you'll get 2 birds with 1 stone with that. It'll cause cancer. And we get rid of the bugs, the pests. So let's spray this shit out.
Right. Esau, he just such a nigga that he wants strawberries in December, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures say there's a time and place for everything. There's a season for everything. Yeah. But this man is so covetous and greedy. He wanted when he wanted, man. Right. Regardless of how or what it takes to get to that. Right. No, you eat fucking mangoes in January.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because things don't only grow a specific time of year. Right. Yeah, and if it's grown at the right time, it's going to be way more bigger. Which the scripture said it took 2 men to carry a bushel of grapes. A cluster of grapes. So shit's out of whack. We can't have it like that.
Like, what is a pumpkin considered? Like a squash or some shit?
Yeah, it's like a squash.
Okay, now, prime example, they start harvesting those like what, September? No, they start planting probably in the summer and then harvest by what? September, October.
Yeah.
All right, my thing is, you probably gonna have fucking pumpkins in fucking March now, man.
Right,
you know,
right.
Just double.
Yeah.
Because you can't go anywhere and just go get a pumpkin right now. And you know, you can't. Prime example, like watermelon, man. Watermelon is a predominantly spring and summer fruit, but yet you get a watermelon that has no seeds in it.
Right.
The watermelon's year round though.
Yeah.
Shit's year round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No
That's
seedless,
on sale.
seedless watermelon, man. Same with apple. They're supposed to be harvested in the fall as well too.
Oh, back in the day, if you split an apple in the middle, you can see at least 2 or 3 seeds in it.
Right.
You can see seeds in it, man. And back then, watermelon itself, it had more of a deeper hue, a reddish hue to it.
Yeah.
Because actually, the medicine properties is actually in the melon, well, not the melon, but the bark part, the green
The
part.
rind, yeah.
Yeah, that's where the omega-3 is at, man. You eat that, you can actually cure your diseases, man.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, appreciate it.
Go ahead. This Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
That's the spirit. I was just thinking of that too, man. But it's in the power of their hands. It's to the point that Esau's own people are suffering from his folly, man. And that's why these devils are rising up and they getting mad now because they feel like, oh, they getting played.
Right.
Wait, what about when we still getting played, but what about when Negroes didn't have a foothold in the world? Did anybody cry out for that? All right then, so we don't give a fuck about you. You crying out. This your people. Right. And you're going to reap the benefits of your people because the elites, they put you in the trick bag. And, hey, what you want us to do? We want to fight for you? No.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't do shit to care about y'all. The only thing you get a little bit more is more economic profit still. You're still ahead of the race when it comes to the other nations. But other than that, man, it wasn't you right along with us now.
Yeah.
It says, verse 2, Micah 2 and 2. It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's what Esau does. So not only is he gonna take your land and your house, but he gonna kick you out of the land and say, you know what, I was those people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the original Greeks, they weren't Edomites, man. The original Greeks were really Japhites. But Esau got into that land, made himself buddy, kicked the Japhites out. Now he's the Greeks, man.
Yep.
If you read history books, they'll have you thinking that all the Romans was just all white people.
Right.
We know that's not true. It was a mixed society.
Right. Yeah. Esau colonized the city of Rome, and basically around 500 BC, he started branching out. And he got Japheth down through that diplomacy, which is really a military tactic.
Yeah.
They come in, they offer you something like they did with Gad, and they say, we'll protect you, or they will offer you this, or trade you to that. And Japheth's so stupid, he gave up most of his land.
I was just gonna say that Japheth is
Like, you don't see any major wars of Esau taking down Japheth, because Japheth is dumb.
They pushed Japheth down to like Australia and shit, like into the fucking sticks, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, these fucking devils are proud, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. At least they got some courtesy.
Read that again.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Micah chapter 2, verse 2.
You know, and big fucking crackers like that, man, they gonna get their heads cracked open in their tongue. Okay, they gonna be the main ones out here screaming like fucking women. That proud ass pompous spirit. One of these Negroes gonna rise up and they gonna split your ass, man.
Yep.
Excuse. Yeah, appreciate it.
It say, Micah 2, verse 2, when they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Right.
It say, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
That's right.
So the Lord, YAHAWASHI, knows Esau is proud, man. He knows what it takes to break an Edomite, man.
Yep.
And that's what he's going to bring upon you people. First in the time of Jacob's trouble, but really in this time of slavery, man. You're going to have Esau try to walk around with a proud neck. But the scriptures say we're going to beat the nations with a rod of iron, man. We're going to break that pride in your spirit, man.
That's right. That's right. And that shows you how proud he is. We're gonna have glorified bodies. We're gonna be on the level, man. And he's still gonna be proud as hell talking shit. It's still gonna require a rod of iron to beat his ass.
But that's the good thing, though. That's the beautiful part about it, because you know what I'm saying, with that proud spirit he got, that's gonna make you wanna fuck him up more. Because it's like if they were just so humble, you probably feel bad, like damn, these people, we did fuck them up. But you know what? It ain't enough evil. It ain't enough harm you can do to these people, man. These people that inherently evil, man. I'm straight up, I'm seeing it now. These people, man, they only accept Jake because they just tolerate you. They can't stand you niggas, man. And that's the part that you bonehead Negroes don't see, man. That's why Apostle Hart said payback is a bitch. Payback is gonna be a bitch times 4 for your ass, man.
That's right.
Hey, you gonna be stripped bare. Give me that in Job, man. That says neither son nor nephew. I think that's Job 20, if I'm not mistaken, or the 5th chapter. But basically, you ain't gonna inherit shit. You ain't gonna have a street name. You ain't gonna have a damn thing, man. Like the brother Rakaya Kwam said it. He said even homeless people get robbed because they got something. He said a homeless motherfucker won't even come and rob Esau in the kingdom because he ain't gonna have shit, man. You ain't gonna have a damn thing in the kingdom. You ain't gonna have a street sign. You ain't gonna have a piece of paper to your name, man.
Niggas sleeping on
the Most High is gonna strip you fucking bare, man. All right, and we gonna love every minute of kick. Honestly, the saddest day. Well, I ain't gonna say that. The best day / bittersweet day would be when we get rid of your ass. And the good thing, we getting rid of you, but the bad thing is because the Lord can't fuck your ass up no more.
This is the book of Job, chapter 18, and I'm gonna start verse 14. Job 18 and 14. It says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle.
What's his confidence? His military power. That might, man. Like the brother just said earlier, man, they use strategic tactics. You have what they call geopolitics. Okay, you got strategic war planning. That's how they able to infiltrate and take over nations. They send spies and lands to dethrone it, man. They gather intel and then they flip people. And then once the CIA see that it's a weakness in his land, then they send the military in to get it, man. Those lands are being surveyed as we speak. That's why you got wars like Iraq, wars in Afghanistan and Gulf War. You know, because they spied out those lands, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It's Job 18:14. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. It shall bring him to the king of terrors.
Who's the king of terrors, man? YAHAWASHI. And ain't nothing you niggas can do about it. Your beloved Edomite fall, hey, we dare you to go step in front of YAHAWASHI and try to save this man. You gonna get fucked up, man.
Hey, how stupid can you be, man, to fuck with somebody known as the king of terrors?
It didn't say the prince of terrors, it said the king of terrors.
King of terrors, man.
King of terrors, man.
You're an idiot, bro.
Bro, do y'all know how the Lord finna shake this fucking earth, man? Bro, the scriptures say when YAHAWASHI touches foot down on Mount Zion, the whole earth gonna shake, man. When that ominous presence come from them chariots, man, when those chariots manifest in this realm, and this sky is literally a big fucking ship, this planet gonna shake, man. The scripture said the whole earth is gonna shake, man.
That's right.
It's like, oh shit.
Rock to and fro.
Rock to and fro, man. It ain't gonna be no low level shit, man. These people gonna be giving up the spirit looking at them chariots. And that's the power you wanna stand toe to toe with. This ain't no independent Will Smith cracking jokes about dodging. Like, nah, it ain't gonna be like that, man.
The Lord is not no damn Morgan Freeman docile ass nigga, man. They say the Lord is a man of war, bro.
Quick precept.
It says, it says his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle. It shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation.
That's with those chariots and those missiles, because the scriptures say fire and brimstone is going to be parts of the lake of fire when this place is hit, man. And the funny part about it is that a lot of you people are going to be burnt up in that destruction, man. The majority of our people, because, hey, the scriptures say that the dead, they're going to come and they're going to be judged too. So a lot of you niggas going to wake up from the dead just to get hit with the missiles.
It say his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off, man. Hey, man, and the roots of this nigga right here is witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Blood sacrifices, doing all kind of shiesty evil things. You know, going to familiar spirits. All of that, man, that's gonna be dried up. That's why in there Isaiah 47, it tells Esau to run to this, basically run to those things that he is laboring in, but it ain't gonna work, man.
Yeah.
Left hand, hey, Satan gonna play the fuck out of you, bruh.
That's right,
And
man.
now with thy enchantments.
Yes. Stand with that shit.
Yep. Keep that same energy. in other words.
Right, yeah, keep that same energy. Bro, because no amount of baby's blood you drink is gonna stop you from getting them chains on your neck, my nigga.
That's right.
But it says, his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
Hey, you're right. Step back just a little bit, bro. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, y'all good. Yeah.
Read that again. This Job chapter 18, verse 17. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
Right, because ain't nobody gonna really be thinking about you, man. Okay, out the wild, you just gonna be, it ain't gonna be no, okay, what's this? Mill Creek Parkway, right? Come on, Esau. You got Cleveland II, you know that's named after a nigga. But in order for a nigga to get his name up there, Esau had to prove it.
Right.
Kaufman,
Yeah.
Nelson Atkins,
Yeah.
Volker.
You ain't gonna have none of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Poppin' Burger Lane, Rothschild Lane. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna have no memorials, and the only memorial you gonna have is being a devil. You're gonna have books about you and how wicked you were. We're gonna have a bedtime story called The Boogeyman. It's gonna be about you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know how every society got their own legends like Bloody Mary and Candyman and shit. You gonna be basically the fucking Bloody Mary of the century, man.
Right.
You gonna be bedtime stories to frighten the shit out those evil kids. Once upon a time, there was a man named Esau. He was a bloody deceiver and a damn devil.
The wild man.
Yeah, the wild man. He used to eat people.
That's right.
It says, we'll read 17 again. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings.
Right, nothing remaining because hey, the Most High is gonna rid your whole line. He's gonna rid you your whole line, your whole genealogy. You're gonna be just uprooted out of the earth, man.
Right.
Okay, you devils is gonna be to the point that you ain't gonna be remembered, man. And that's a good thing because finally, when you're taken off the planet Earth, the earth can finally breathe again. Even when we get in the kingdom, things are gonna be peachy because you're not gonna have any authority to do anything. You ain't gonna have the authority to spray planes in the air. You ain't gonna have the authority to create nuclear missiles. You ain't gonna have the authority to enslave people. You're not gonna have child support in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be in subjection. But ultimately, that punishment is getting rid of you, man.
That's right.
All right?
That is Nate.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 2. It says, the Most High is jealous, and the Lord Yahawah revengeth. The Lord Yahawah revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Right, because hey, there's no getting off. You're not gonna get off. It ain't gonna be a Mike Brown case. It ain't gonna be a Tamir Rice. It ain't gonna be a George Floyd, you know, when you can get away with murder. No. Your judgment is set, bro.